There's a video of me like asking him to go light on people. So you're better than everybody. So just don't hurt people. And everybody to him, dude, is a punching bag. Like you could be like Chimaev, this guy is like 3 fights, dude. He's new. He's a 55er. Don't hurt him. And Chimaev's like, I understand. And next thing you know, Chimaev's on top and beat out of it. But I mean, here's the thing though. You like train with that intensity. I respect that. Like if I go to someone's gym, and unless a coach says, hey, be nice to this, like I'm not gonna be nice to your team. I'm gonna try to knock them all out.
I asked Khamzat last week in my interview about Strickland. I said, because that video came out where he said, you're better than everyone, and then apparently he tapped you out or whatever. He's like, yes, I tap out Strickland many times. I'm like, oh, really? What you get him with? With choke, armbar, Kimura, many things. I beat him on feet, I beat him on ground. I was like, all right.
Chimaev's out in Big Bear. He and Sarukian got a place. Sarukian was training for the wrestling and the Muay Thai jiu-jitsu match. And anyway, so Armin was at this house with his team and Chimaev was with his team. And I mean, all they do is train, rest. Like, yes, Chimaev is a very good role model for many young athletes. He works very hard. He's very disciplined. He is something to be very proud of there on a human level.
Yeah, we're out here in California. We're at the Jackson Media House. And last night, Khamzat is working extremely hard. And I mean hard, almost where, I don't miss it. That man is a machine. And so after the video just showed, he just got done working out. And then I was teaching. I was working with his team, just kind of showing some stuff I like to do and how I work on my movement. And then Khamzat was like, come on, let's move around a little bit. He's so fucking strong and big, man. Like sometimes I forget that I'm 5'3", but I have a heart of a fucking giant. I'm like, I can fight him. Yeah, it didn't work out that way.
I think Khamzat, what makes him special is obviously his all around game, but his wrestling. His wrestling is key, and obviously, wrestling for Khalil. I mean, it might not be his strongest suit, so he can gain so much knowledge from takedowns and takedown defense through those guys, and just the work ethic, man. The work ethic that these guys have, they put together, they just don't stop and they keep going. And this work with Sam Calvita, I mean, like you have these guys that are you guys are pushing the envelope in every way.
And then another question was for you.
And it's like, it's iron sharpens iron. Like when you get like groups of just good teams, people grow that fast together. You look at what happened with like Israel and Volkanovski and those guys over there. Like that whole team grew really fast because they were so good. There's so many good guys together. The same thing with AK. When groups of guys get together at the right timing, you just sharpen each other to the top. And then by the time you step in there, like I walk in there to fight anybody, like they're not like Cain Velasquez. They're not like Cormier. They're not like Khabib. Like I'm walking in to a way lesser guy. It doesn't matter who he is. He isn't who I'm with every day.
No, the new system is incredible. The training partners are incredible.
Amazing.
All undefeated guys. Khamzat, I said it in the last podcast, great leader, leads the training really well, strong training partner. We're working hard every day, 2 to 3 times per day. We rest one day. I'm at Coach Cal's 2 days a week. So it's a whole new system, a whole new team.
I don't know. A lot of those videos have been going viral of Khamzat Chimaev watching the fights in the gym. It's here at Santo Performance.
No, yeah,
Studio.
we turn on the fights while we're training. It's
kind of cool.
Training comes first. We're taking care of each other. We're pushing each other. It's the best team camp that I've had.
I saw him train the other day. I saw him train Friday, I think. I was there and I just waved at everybody. He looked good. I saw him taking somebody down. He was beating up somebody. I was like, oh man, he's looking good.
Chimaev is wrestling with Sadulayev. Now, if you guys don't know that name, I would understand it as amateur wrestling. But in the country of Russia, the #1 sport is wrestling. It is not soccer. I don't know that they have much basketball or baseball. It's not even gymnastics, which they do tremendous in. It's wrestling. If they're going to sell out an arena for a sporting event, it's wrestling. And their absolute best wrestler, and they say the best wrestler in the history of their country, is this guy called Sadulayev. We had problems with him, whether it was Snyder or Taylor. The guy is really something special. And Chimaev went and wrestled him. And by the way, Chimaev did not win. But boy, Sadulayev worked a lot harder than you would think. I mean, a lot harder than you'd think. You go, how's Chimaev even holding this position? Not to mention, Sadulayev is 211 pounds is the weight class for wrestling. And it was very, very compelling.
Man, I just watched him doing some of that training with the Olympic wrestler, gold medalist 2024, recently, not that long. So the guy's in good nick, the guy's in his prime, legit, just won a gold medal. And you watch a bit of the training and could not believe how good Khamzat was doing with him. I don't know if it was just a little bit, I only seen a little bit of footage. I don't even care if that was the only good thing that Chimaev did, that whole wrestle. When you're talking about Olympic wrestlers that have been wrestling their whole life, you don't barely ever get one up on these guys. And Chimaev was able to still even flip him over and do some pretty cool stuff. The scramble that I seen was impressive. So that was, man, Chimaev's in good nick.
He's just too strong. He's too big and he's too good, just technical, too good for the welterweight guys. And this guy, he goes hard. He's not a, you train with someone and we can just play around. Khamzat can play too, but this guy, he wants it. He doesn't want to lose one round in the training. Mm-hmm. So every time I spar with him, I have to be prepared. Even if this guy weighed maybe, I don't know, nowadays 30 kilos less than me or 20 kilos less than me, I don't know. But this guy he's going at it. So I have to keep my guard up. I have to be prepared for the training, for the workout.
It's very good to be on his team, and to help him as much as possible and to learn something new from him, because he's such a high-level fighter and his striking is good, wrestling is good. I watch his sparrings and to get some techniques from him, and to my future fights.
Just for the point, it's we have a full camp going on here, and we have 10 dudes here full-time with Khamzat, and you see guys like Yusuf, who just won, Ansar, who has a fight coming, Real Hunter, who's doing amazing. Khamzat does a lot for his camp. He has all of his fighters training at full speed, and they're all going to become, I feel, world champions in the next couple of years. He has an amazing group of guys. I mean, dude, his ground and pound is insane right now. He's relentless. This dude has unlimited cardio ever since he started training with Sam Calvita. TJ, I know you were big on that, helping me get Armin there, helping me get Khamzat there, building these camps here.
That was the first time I ever met Khamzat and Arman. I met him prior, but Khamzat, I've never met him before, and he's a beast. I mean, he works really, really hard, and we were pushing each other. He didn't want to lose, I didn't want to lose, so I mean, we had some really good sessions in the garage with Coach Cal, and it's just an honor to be around guys that are trying to be the best in the world, and it keeps you sharp.
But the mask with Chimaev is off, and Chimaev has an aura around him. He's a frightening guy. Mike Tyson had this aura. Anderson Silva had this, where guys would wilt in the locker room. Guys wilt against Chimaev, but the difference is Sean knows him. He's worked out with him. He just isn't going to have that same fear. Sean says he can beat him. Sean has always said, I can beat him. And Chimaev's always been confident to say, no, that isn't what happened. I'd like to hear from a third party. There was 30 other people in the gym every day for 3 months while they trained. Nobody's spoken up. And that's kind of like a rule in our industry, that you don't say what you saw in the practice room.
The closest I think we got to that was, I think the Schmo interviewed Strickland the day they trained together, and he was in the room, and Sean was like, how do you think I did in there? And Schmo was like, I saw you tap a couple times. So it seems like maybe at least Khamzat got him in that front. I mean, I don't know if that's just a slice, but that's the max insight I've got on it. Eric Nixick won't say anything.
You've shared the octagon with Khamzat Chimaev, who many of us believe is really special. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I didn't really get to share the octagon with him for too long, so I didn't really get a full feel for exactly what he does. The one thing that you can say about him is he doesn't really make any mistakes. He doesn't really open up too much for a lot of stuff, but however, very, very hard to beat somebody who doesn't make mistakes.
Yesterday, I'm minding my own business. Khamzat Chimaev, Jack Hermanson are doing a face-off, and there's a scale behind them. Now, I'm giving you the visual instead of just saying Jack Hermanson and Khamzat Chimaev weighed off and I saw them. No, because why would they weigh off? They're not in the UFC tonight. They're not fighting anywhere tonight. Somebody sent me to my Twitter inbox the match. Jack Hermanson is a straight up badass, looks strong as can be. I said he weighs about 194, guys. He could weigh closer to 200 pounds. And he wasn't bigger than Chimaev. But I do have a new piece of evidence, one to bring to you and tell you. It'll be right here on my page. I'll post the link for you guys. Go watch him. He does some really good wrestling. But not only with the really good wrestling, he's very tactical and he shows a real confidence. Chimaev's understanding of wrestling was fully on display when he took on Jack.
Well, as a wrestler, he's outstanding, and also his jiu-jitsu. He's getting like he's working his wrestling jiu-jitsu type of hybrid thing, and it's very, very, very heavy on top. Even if he's not that heavy against me in weight wise, but he's still heavy. He feels heavy because he uses right. His striking is very. He hits like a light heavyweight. He hits hard, because. He's very explosive. He boxes very fast with his hands, and with speed comes some power and good precision. So this guy, if you don't keep your head, I've seen this guy knock people out with just a jab in training. So you need to keep your guard up when you spar with this guy.
Dude, Chimaev is so good at hitting a leg ride. So he's wrapped one leg. Right, so he's halfway on the back, on the leg. He'll extend the leg and wrap like a lockdown to keep them from being able to post on the leg. And he's very good at getting himself either behind the opponent or halfway behind the opponent to prevent the opponent from using the fence. You guys ever notice that?
It's just kind of waiting for the inevitable. It's like a slow drown. Like someone put an anchor to your ankle. That was right. Someone put an anchor to your ankle, and you're like slowly in the pool trying to get to the top. You catch your breath and it pulls you back down. You're getting tired, you slowly come back and then pulls you back down. You get to the water again, to the surface, you breathe and you slowly get down, and eventually you're just exhausted from all the fighting and then you just drown. That's what that's like, going with a guy like of that caliber of a grappling who's bigger than you or whatever. That's what Chimaev, he just drowns these guys.
He was a guy that just, he did all the sessions he could. Like, he didn't miss a session, and you could just see in the early days that he really wanted this, and he's just been living at the gym since then. He's just been a train in the gym since then. He's just been going 100% every day, every session, and he got that hype around him, and he's just he's just a force coming in. The dedication he had to the sport and how much he wanted it from the start. That's how you can see that a guy, he really he's gonna come far and go far in the sport, and he hasn't slowed down since, even with all the hype and everything. He doesn't slow down. He just works harder.
Like, is this guy does he have like a Habib factor to him? Does he have like a GSP factor to him? Like, do you think he'll go down as like greatest fighter of all time? Like, is that the level of potential that we're talking about? Like, that's the level of potential, 100%. Yeah. Like, if he just keeps doing what he's doing now, he will be one of those guys one day. I'm 100% sure of that.